I picked up good old Smoky. It says Team crossbars. I think you can't hear it. But yeah, it's playing Rocky Top on there, but you can't hardly hear it. I paid $5 for it. Right there. I'm still hoping like $25, $30 plus for it.
That's why all the folks on Rocky Top get their core majority.
I'm a weirdo. I like vintage towels because they're not thick. They're not like water resistant, it almost seems like. You know, I like a towel that's thin enough that I can put my hair up in a wrap. And they had their towels for $1 each. So I bought 3 vintage towels. I try to find pink ones. I thought if I buy pink ones, people would leave my towels alone. No, they don't care. They take my towels all the time. Look, it's got its paper tag. California raisins. Funny thing is I just redid a listing because I had a larger one and then some smaller ones, I think. So now I'm just going to take that listing down, put this with it, and just make a lot with a larger price. But I paid $2 for it. This is Neopets. I know there's certain Neopets that are worth picking up. And it had its original tag dated 2002. It says his name is Dogle Fox. I don't know. I paid $3. I'm hoping, let's say $20, $25 for it. My name is Rebel, and I'm the Rebel Reseller. And today I'm going to be doing a haul video. Stopped at my favorite little estate sale company. I haven't said that in a while.
We've been to one in a while.
We haven't been to one in a while. But stopped there the other day and found some Plush. There was a lot of stuff there, but just not anything I was really interested in. Had some really nice train sets. Mm-hmm. But, you know,
$100.
Yeah, $100, $200, $500 for box lots of them. Not just, I don't know enough to buy them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it was the first day, and a lot of times the first day on that kind of stuff, it's collector priced, not reseller priced, which is fine. They need to they need to get as much money out of that stuff as they can for their client and also for themselves and the fees they charge.
Right.
But later on, that's when you get your reseller deals at a lot of these.
Yeah, and I like supporting them, so I did buy most of their Plush.
She also did a whole bunch of whining that day.
Why? Oh,
it was
no, the yard was like this, and Robert had to park like this. I mean, I couldn't even open the door. I couldn't get out of the truck. He had to come and let me get out. And I don't like stuff like that. It causes me stress. I don't like going over bridges. I don't like
ditches.
Oh, ditches are the worst. And, you know, in Tennessee, we have roads, and right at the end of the asphalt is drop-offs. I call them ditches. Just, I don't like them. They cause me angst. And so, of course, he had to park where, I mean, literally, the truck was sideways.
The guy that, and his wife that run it, he looked out there and he's like, is your truck starting to tip? And just to aggravate her.
Just to stress me out. But yeah. But I picked up a few. This person must have collected Fox. So I'll share some of them. Look how cute. It was $3. It's A&A Plush. I do well with some of the older ones. It's got the tag that's like embroidered. I'm hoping $20, $25 plus for it. A little vintage Dakin. It says squeeze me. It wasn't doing anything. I paid $3 for it. No, it's not making any sounds. I'm still hoping, you know, list it $12 or $15. Nice condition. This might be the last thing I picked up there. Look, I paid $4, but again, it's vintage Dakin. Has the tag. Nope. Doesn't make sounds. In fact, I may go ahead and put the two of them together. They look like they came from the same series about the same time. So, you know, I'm hoping to list both of them. $20, $25 for the two. All right, and then I'm going to show you guys some stuff from the Goodwill bins in St. Louis. Before I get started though with this, I had a comment in a video, last night's video, about how I should be leaving toys at thrift stores for other kids. And if you're watching this video, here's the deal. I mostly shop at the Goodwill bins. A lot of them have already been through thrift stores and weren't purchased, and they're at their last stop before they go to a landfill. So I don't have any qualms about buying as much of the plush as I possibly could want from the Goodwill bins, because if it's not purchased by me or potentially kids at the Goodwill bins that specific day that they end up in a bin, it's going to go to a landfill, and that would just be sad. So, I understand people want, think that, we're taking from other people when we shop at resale stores, thrift stores. But I think a lot of these businesses would be overrun with inventory if they didn't sell to resellers.
When you go to a thrift store, especially the Goodwill bins and even yard sales, they are full of resellers. You might not know the people in there are resellers, but if we did a magic no resellers are allowed in these shops and they could tell that you were, the shops would be mostly empty. I bet at the bins, probably when we're there during the week, weekends might be different because people are off work and stuff, but during the week, I bet 90% of the people there are resellers. And it would just be, that stuff would just be gone into the dump. Even at thrift stores, you see the same people in there filling up, and they're resellers because they're looking at their phone, or you can just tell sometimes, that another person is a reseller. So, and we buy this stuff locally that's going to get tossed and sell it online so that people around the country or even the world can have access to stuff that they can't get at their local place. We sold a pair of pants today that are going to Scotland. The lady wanted them, and she had to order what she wanted from the United States, and they're used. Probably bought them at the bins. If we hadn't, they'd have been in a dump somewhere. So we're helping people all over the world, and mostly in the U.S., of course, get things that they want at a cheaper price than buying new stuff.
Or especially like with the vintage toys, there's only so many of them left. There's only so many left. And if I'm not saving them, and those of us other resellers that sell toys aren't going to save them at the bins, they're never going to be around again. There's only going to be pictures of them or people having them in their collections. But, I don't have any guilt buying as many toys as I want at the Goodwill bins. Not at all. So let me go ahead and show you some of the stuff I picked up. Baby Jellycat. The tag's very faded. But very nice. No clue. Looks like it's like a hugger. I'm hoping 15 plus for it. Now, just as a reminder, we shopped there 2 days between Christmas and New Year's. Worked 2 days there. So that's all day, 2 days at the two different bins, and we spent about $500. Ooh, I see, look, 2 little Douglas dogs. I'll be listing them together. Most of these small ones are, bread and butter. So, I'm hoping to list this for like maybe $19.95 or so for the 2 of them. Love this. I wonder if this actually came with it or did somebody make it. Tonka. I've been making lots of like 3, 4, and 5 of these. I'll see if I've got any smaller lots or if I've got any in one of these baskets. I actually might have some right here that I've not finished sorting through. And I'll just make a lot. I pick up a lot of Hello Kitties. A lot of them are bread and butter. This one says Hello Kitty Sanrio. Looks more contemporary. I'm not really seeing a date or anything on it. It's probably going to be bread and butter. Again, I think I've got some Hello Kitty stuff right over here. I may just make a lot of 3 of them. I just listed the gray mouse that I picked up somewhere at an estate sale recently. And look, here's this one. You know, my other one didn't have a tag. This one's going to need wash to look. And these almost always fade. I may try to do like hand wash over the sink and see if I can't get that stain out, because this will definitely fade if I throw it through the wash. You know, if this isn't worth more than like $10 or $15, I'll make it a lot with the other one. But if it's worth more, then I may list it separately. Oh, every time I find this, every time I list this, it sells very quickly. And I think I've sold actually 2 of them on Poshmark. It is Cloud Island or Striped Elephant Lovey. I think I'm getting between $25 and $30 for them. Aw, look, here's another Pound Puppy. This one, I could just tell. It's more contemporary. It's from the Basic Fun brand, 2019. I've been trying not to mix the vintage with these, so I'll see if I've got a small lot of Basic Funs. I may just add this to it, because I'm sure it's been listed several months, so I'm ready to do something different to hopefully get it sold. Somebody's put a rubber band on Big Bird's tail. He's got a floppy neck. What I tend to do with the floppy necks is just kind of try to shift a lot of the stuffing up into the neck. But yeah, it is gunned. I'll see if I've got any other gunned Sesame Streets listed, and I'll just add it to a lot or make a lot.
I got to interrupt you here with an ad. Nifty, it's been doing great for us, you all. And I want to give this ad here. Cindy left a comment and said, thanks for telling about Nifty the other day. I got signed up and I've already been making sales enough to pay for Nifty already. So cross-listing has been on fire for us. And I don't mean just the cross-listing. I mean the sales on the other platforms have been on fire since we started using Nifty. And if you're not on a platform or on a cross-listing platform right now, definitely give it a whirl. It's free 7 days. Give it a whirl. See if it works for you. If you're on another platform and you like it, absolutely stay there with what works for you. But if you're thinking about changing, you know, we really recommend Nifty because sales have really improved for us. Link in the comments down below.
Yep.
And you get 15% off your first month, and the affiliate referral link helps us, you know, support our channel and, you know, all the stuff we do.
I'm thinking we're doing at least 15 plus a week of selling non-eBay on the other platforms. Etsy, Mercari, Poshmark. So to us, I mean, that's major. That's major difference for me.
Our What Sold video came out last night. We had 20 sales on Mercari, Poshmark, and Etsy on Rebels. And I've messed with the windows she did mine with, but I had 3 or 4 on Poshmark and Mercari. So it's just been a tremendous boost in our sales, getting all the cross-listing done.
Been holding this, and then I realized his nose is all messed up. I don't think I'm gonna deal with him. Although, you know what? I have these little needles. Like this one I like because it's big. And I could probably get all of that thread in it and go ahead and get it tucked back in. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. We picked up a lot of Webkins. Only a few of them, though, had the code. But I tend to pick up all of them that I can find, as long as they're in good condition. Except I didn't do well with that one. This is Batot. I think I picked it up because I had another one that I wanted to put it with. The thing is I think I just sold that other one. So I may be back to having this all by itself. Not something I normally pick up, but y'all, this is almost has the feel of like Manhattan Toy. Just really soft. Seems to be good quality. I'll just see. It's not something I normally pick up, and the other one had been listed a while. So I don't know. We'll see when I look up comps. All right. Tie Pillow Pals, I pick up most, even if they do not have the ear tag. This one is dated 1996. Some of these are bread and butter. Some of them are a whole lot better, especially those that have the paper tags also. I like this. What is it? Oh, Bass Pro Shop, Wildlife Artists. Really nice condition. I'm trying to see. Yep, this one has a code of fall 2015. I don't know what is about that, but if you don't put the code in your description or in your title, you're going to get the questions. When, what season, what year is this? I'm hoping 15 plus for this.
Somebody posted on a forum the other day on Facebook, showing my age. A group on Facebook the other day and said they got a Vero on a Bass Pro Shop hat. And I don't know what the reasoning was. Maybe it actually was an inauthentic hat, or maybe they were selling it as new. I don't know. They didn't say, and I didn't notice in the post. So we've never had any issues with this. So if you're having issues with that, with Veros from them, let us know so we can get the word out to people. But I don't understand why they got the Vero.
Here's another Gans, Webkins. I guess these are Webkins. I'm looking at the back. Now it just says Love Frog. Oh yeah, but there's the W. I'll be making lots with these. Though, now look, here is something nice. It's another Webkins. It's got the gold. If you see the gold, definitely worth checking. Some of the gold ones, the signatures, I want to say it's like the Timberwolf, sells for a lot. And even more if you've got the code. But this is the signature series. This is an endangered spotted jaguar. I think when I picked it up, I checked comps. I want to say $20, $25, but I don't quite remember. He's got a spot right there. I'm going to see if I can get it out when I do run it through the wash. Ooh, look. I've got another Douglas. Those other two are dogs. So I think I'll just add this. I'll have a lot of 3 and throw the cat in with it. I always pick them up. I ain't going to say it. But usually, bread and butter, if not a little better, it's going to need a bath. Love this. These are swaddles. But I think they're Disney parks. I pick them up quite often. A lot of times they're missing the little blanket that came with them. Sometimes I find just the blanket and not the toy. I'll sell it as replacement. But a lot of times these are $10, $15. Whoop. Here's another Lovey. For some reason, I think I have one of these listed. It is Kelly Toy. A lot of the newer Kelly Toy stuff have dates on them. Yep, this is 2020. I always, if I can find a date, I always put a date in my title because it also helps me know what things can go on Etsy and what can't. But I'm thinking, $10, $12 for that. Rocket. I've had this in the past. He is a book character. Let me see. How Rocket Learned to Read. 2011. Probably going to be bread and butter. Thought this was cute. Look, it's on a little wooden base. It is Pottery Barn Kids. For some reason, I thought maybe I had another one. Maybe it's in a different bag. But probably bread and butter. Always picking up the Auroras. I usually keep a pile right there. I may put this like with a wolf. I don't know. We'll see. All right, this is Rainforest Cafe. They tend to not be, anything grand. I'm hoping I have another one listed, a different animal from that series, and I'll make a lot. But more than likely, this is like $10 to $12. See? Look, now I've got 2. I like that better. But it's Batot also. So now I've got 2 rabbits. $12, $15. Liked this. Don't know. It is, of course, Disney. Finding Nemo. I don't remember all of the side characters' names. Don't know. I'm wondering about this. Is it supposed to have more stuffing in it? Don't know. But he's very cute. Probably, I'm thinking $12 or $15. All right. I think because we're already in the 20 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and finish with these last two. Ice Age, Scrat. I do well with that. It just seems like there wasn't a whole lot of plush that were put out for this series of for this movie. And a lot of times I get, you know, I'm hoping like 15 plus for this. I'll check to see if I've got any other listed. Hopefully this works. I can always check, make sure if you've got motorized stuff that nothing's broken. This is like, yeah, Playtime Kitties by Tycho. It's going to make a purring sound, and these little hands are going to be like, it's like, what is it, what cats do? They like paw, or I can't think of the word. I know you guys are screaming it at me right now. It's not like kneading.
It's called kneading, and some people refer to it as making biscuits. And cats do it when they're happy.
Yes, that's it. I knew I couldn't come up with it. The whole biscuit thing. So very cute. I think if it works, $20, $25. Of course, I didn't check if it didn't automatically work for me. This is just one of those ones I would pick up. But always check also the battery case if you don't have a screwdriver or anything. Because if you see little crusties all around the edge, probably not going to be worth picking up.
I picked up something at that expensive estate sale the other day, and I looked in the battery compartment, and there were no batteries in there, which is a good sign. But then when I had it fully open, it was just full of all that blue stuff that you get from the corrosion. So not something I'd want to deal with.
Yep. I still never did get it to go, but hopefully, fingers crossed. All right. It is late in the afternoon. We did our live show. Monday mornings, if you have time to watch or participate in videos, we do a live show every Monday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern on our other channel, The Rebel Pickers. And today we just kind of talked about all kinds of craziness. RV life and immediate payment. It's just all kinds of topics come up. And usually we're shipping. We try to ship at the same time so we can answer shipping questions also. So if you're available, 9 o'clock Mondays.
We always have a good chat.
All right, y'all. It's time to get to work. Bye.